Hi everyone and welcome. I hope you are having a great day. I'm your host, Andrea Caitlin, and in today's episode, we will be talking about the pros and cons of independency for students. So, the pros and cons of student independency. A good way to prepare students for post-secondary and to learn how to figure things out on their own, such as how to buy a house or any necessity. However, what if we just can't seem to figure out everything on our own? What if whatever we find in Google isn't actually accurate? Today, I will be sharing my own thoughts and experiences on student independency, along with other students' views and opinions on this topic. What are the pros and cons of student independency? Learning how to do things on your own can help expand students' imaginations and mindset, as well as better understanding ourselves of which path we want to go. However, this may not be effective 100% of the time. Sometimes us students need guidance and encouragement from our teachers. Not everyone knows what they are doing, and no one should be expected to remember stuff they've learned from way back 3 months or more after summer break. After all, we go to school to learn, right? Learning on your own also means that you have the ability to be self-paced in getting your assignments done. Regardless of the amount of assignments piled up on your to-do Google Classroom, as long as you meet the deadline, right? Self-paced can also mean that most students will get stuff done last minute, or even not do their assignments at all or until the last month of the semester, or just probably make it up during credit rescues. A student I know and interviewed told me that they like the idea of student independency, however thinks that the school system could have been structured better, where it forces students to actually learn how to manage time, be self-disciplined, and handle pressure. This puts in the mindset of students that deadlines are critical and must be submitted on time, or even give 1 to 3 days extra time. After that, it's over. In my opinion, this can also help set students for the real world to develop skills in time managing. Plus, doing assignments in class together with the teacher can give a chance to an opportunity for students to learn and realize that, oh, that is how it's supposed to be. Another student thought and had a similar idea as the first, that having the freedom of student independency is good too, as it sets up students for the real world such as work, university, or college. But unfortunately, the downfall of this method is that it also sets up students for failure and lack of motivation if not constantly guided and receive feedback or do corrections in class. The two ways people learn is through experiences or their mistakes. I believe that students have the right to know what and where did they went wrong. How will students know teachers didn't make a mistake or two in evaluating our assignments? How will a student actually learn if we just depend on YouTube videos and Google? If that is the case, what's the point of even going to school? Don't get me wrong. I still very much like the structure of how it's not compulsory to learn 6 to 8 subjects a semester and the opportunity to pick which classes we want and need to prepare for applying to college or university, and making sure that we maintain our grades instead of having a big major exam for every subject at grade 12. But as a student here in Newtonbrook, I would very much love to have guidance from teachers to learn and gain new skills I probably didn't know I actually have. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something new in this episode of my podcast. Please rate and leave a review of what do you think about student independency and how do you think school should be like. Thank you for listening. Till next episode, we'll talk about how to make schools fun again, post-COVID season. Again, this is your host, Andrea Caitlin, into the topic of the pros and cons of independency. Thank you for listening, and always remember your voice is your power.